Breitbart News. So the idea that it is courageous for Donald Trump, who is himself a serially accused sexual assaulter of women, it's courageous for him to stand up for an accused child molester. That is where the far right of the Republican Party is right now. How mainstream is that view in your opinion?
You know, I think that you've seen that it's really not that mainstream. There have been a number of Republicans, you know, in very leadership positions who have spoken out against Roy Moore, who have said that they don't want him to be in Congress, who have floated the idea that they would try to expel him if he indeed won and was seated. So I think, again, this is a very, you know, concentrated group of Republican people who really actually masquerade as Republicans, even though they're really not Republicans. They don't stand for anything. They have no moral compass. They have no values of any kind. They are not guided by any core ideological issue or perspective, much like the president. They go wherever they think they can go. They really exist to agitate, to distract, to disrupt. And what Bannon is doing is it's classic vintage Bannon. It's wherever the establishment is, I don't want to be. It doesn't matter what the issue is. It doesn't matter what the topic is. It's just a matter of I don't want to do anything that aligns me with Mitch McConnell or Paul Ryan or quote-unquote establishment Republicans. And so he does the exact opposite to be contrary to that. And that's what President Trump generally does as well. Anytime you think you know what they'll do, you think that they'll listen to reason, follow common sense, they do the exact opposite, almost just to spite everybody else.
Yeah, Kurt, I mean, isn't that the case? I mean, the Bannon wing owns the party now. They've taken over. Ideologically, Paul Ryan runs behind the president, you know, like a fan. They're all in lockstep. How can you make a distinction?
Well, and again, I don't disagree with that, Jennifer, at all. I mean, no one has been more vocal about the rotting core that Steve Bannon and Donald Trump have perpetrated amongst the Republican Party than I have. It's why I barely consider myself a Republican at this point and spend almost every week speaking out against them.
You like the weather out here.
But what I was speaking to was more directly the issue of defending a child sex predator. There have been a lot of people who are Republicans who were very quick to speak out against that. And that's not to say what all the other issues that have come out, all the other things that Donald Trump has done, well, they have sat compliantly silent as he's run roughshod over the Republican Party. I said a lot of the Republican Party died the night that Donald Trump was inaugurated, and everyone stood there clapping like a bunch of seals. And you know, it disturbs me. It's incredibly troubling. It's been terrible for this country. But on the issue of just specifically talking about whether you defend Roy Moore or not, there have been a lot of people in Republican leadership positions who have spoken out about that.
Kurt Bardella, thank you very much. Jennifer Rubin will be back. We're not kicking them out. They're just going to not be back.
Thanks, Joy.
Still, happy Thanksgiving, you guys. And coming up, Trump and Tiger are raising eyebrows. It's Saturday. I'll tell you why next.
This community